Hi, this is Tanya from Bangalore in India. And when I saw this project, there were so many things that came to my mind. If you think of COVID, you cannot not think of the mask, the COVID test kits, the oximeter, the ambulances, the sound of the ambulances. These are all, I think, like if whoever's been through the pandemic together, these are all shared experiences that will always be with us somewhere. And we still are using a lot of that. Like the mask is still being used, and the COVID test kits are still being used. But for me personally, this is one thing that when I look at now, it really does bring back memories of COVID, because this has been something that very personally it's been with me through the pandemic. And yeah, so the borderline is something that is used by many people across India, but it's specially used in Calcutta households, where for any skin ailment, anything to do with the skin, the borderline was used, be it a cut, chapped lips, or anything. Borderline was like your one-stop option. And me being born and brought up in Calcutta, I've always had borderline in the house, and it was also used for anything that needed, any cut or anything that happened to us as kids, we would use borderline. So the smell is something that has always been there, and even now I remember the smell so strongly. Even without smelling it, I know what it smells like. So it's one of those things for me. And during the pandemic, out of the many things that were, the many symptoms that we were going through, the loss of smell and taste was something which was very new for a lot of us, and very new for me. I had never experienced what it would be like to just not be able to smell things. And I'm a very big foodie, and I love my food. So with the loss of smell, I couldn't enjoy food the way I would. Yeah, it was just it was scary in a way, because there was not much information out there, and there were a lot of misinformation out there saying that your loss of smell and taste will not come back, and even if it does, it will not come back 100%. So we did not know what to believe in, and I got COVID when I was during the second wave in India, which was in April 2021, and I had to quarantine for quite some time. Then it was 21 days. So 21 days I was in quarantine, not speaking to anybody, and I had to continue working as well. I was full-time working as a journalist in a particular media house. So I was not even, I could not look at the news. It was quite stressful in a way, and I was just trying to look for some hope, something to catch on to, just help me get through each day. And so food was one thing, and once food stopped tasting like anything at all, it was borderline that really helped me, because every morning when I would get up, there was this point when I had my borderline with me. I would smell it just to know if my sense of smell is still there or not. If I could smell the borderline, I knew I'm going to be fine. So yeah, this was something that I held on throughout, and there was this point when my sense of smell sort of went away, or almost went away. Like I couldn't smell anything at all, but I could still smell the borderline. It was just very slightly, it was there somewhere, and I'm not sure if it was the borderline that I was smelling, or my memory of the smell of borderline that I wanted to smell, so it was there. But whatever it was, I knew that as long as I could smell my borderline, I was fine. And I somehow also reconnected with my my five senses, and I figured that before this I had somewhere taken my sense of smell for granted, and I did not know how much it really contributes to your everyday. Like if you're without it really being there, it's actually helping you experience life in its fullest form. So yeah, like with all the teachings that the pandemic has brought, this is one thing that is very personal